Hello and welcome to Clarity for UPSC. I'm Dr. Shivin and this is a live mentorship session where I just answer your questions and I reply to your comments. I hope you can all hear and see me. If you can hear and see me, please write yes in the comments so that I know that you're here, and then we'll get started. If you could just write yes in the chat, that would tell me that you can hear and see me, and then we'll get started. Hello, hi, good evening, welcome. Okay, so I can see a lot of yeses in the chat. That means you can hear and see me. So wonderful. So whatever your questions and comments are, I would love to answer, reply, or help you in whatever way I can. So please shoot whatever questions you have. You can start. I know this at this time, it is ये थोड़ा सा tough time होता है because अभी mains has been done. The results I think would be, I don't know, I don't have any insider info, but going on last year's basis, I think December first week the results would be out, and then there will be the interviews. The prelims will happen next year. I think May last week is when the prelims is there. So a lot of things are happening at this moment. So there are many uncertainties at this time. So there is one group of people who is waiting for this mains result, and there is another group of people who unfortunately could not make it in prelims 23, and they are preparing for this year's prelims. So of course there are different methods to go about for both of these people. So we'll talk about all of that. First, I need to hear whatever questions you have. Ek cheez I want to say at the outset, that if you have given the mains this year, you do not need to do any preparation for the interview till the day the result of the mains comes out. So if you want to prepare for the interview, you can wait till the interview results, till the mains results come out, and only then you need to prepare for the interview. उससे पहले interview के लिए prepare करने की कोई ज़रूरत नहीं है. So you can continue on whatever you were doing, but interview की preparation सिर्फ तभी करनी है जब mains का result आ जाए and you know that you're going to give an interview. Okay, all right. So, all right. Now I'll go to your questions. All right. Give 6-month strategy for prelims 2024, just like last time. All right. So this is something I was planning on making anyway. So 6 months and what you need to do for the prelims. In my opinion, if this is not your first attempt, you can wait till January to start your prelims prep generally, because mains ka prep is obviously more demanding and more important, so it's more important to give time to that. So other than that, I think you can abhi for the next 1.5 months you can focus on your mains. If this is your first attempt and you don't have enough information about you don't have enough information about prelims, और आपने पहले prelims की तैयारी नहीं करी है, so of course this is a good time to start. And इसमें, as you can see, I've made a video on reverse planning, so you can check that out and make a plan for yourself. And otherwise I'll make a video in the next few days on this. Reverse planning में basically क्या होता है, that you go back and you plan from the last day. Let's say prelims is on, let's say 28th May, then you plan back from 28th May as to what you'll do in the last week, then 1 week before that, then 1 week before that. So that will help you make your plan. Right. Okay. Next question. Can we start from 1st January from prelims? Yes. If you've given an attempt before, अगर आपने एक prelims अच्छे से पढ़ के इससे पहले दिया है, you can start from 1st January. मैं आपको फिर भी कहूँगा that you need to invest more time in mains. At least आप mains के 2 पेपर या फिर अपना optional ट्राई करिए कि आप खत्म कर लें before you start your preparation, ताकि it becomes easy for you. Those 3 months otherwise are going to be very difficult if you don't prepare for mains now. मैं आपकी जगह होता इस टाइम पे तो मैं definitely mains की तैयारी करता, and I would prepare if I've not cleared the prelims before, I would not prepare for prelims till January 1st at least. Do we need to read newspaper? So this is definitely a good question. Okay, newspaper देखो यार, अगर मैं आपको बताऊं कि मैंने तो अपनी लाइफ में आज तक न्यूज़पेपर नहीं पढ़ा है, बट I have met a lot of people in Lavasna who were reading the newspaper daily. So isme what I'll do is I'll try to get Ishita Kishore on this channel, and she reads the newspaper daily. So I can give you my perspective. My perspective is that I've never read it, and of course she has said that she reads it every day and every time, and she has a specific strategy to read it in which she manages to finish it off in 1 hour. So I'll get her on this channel, and then we'll both talk about it. I'll talk about why I didn't read it and why I thought, not reading it was the good idea, and then I'll let Ishita talk about why she was reading it and how she benefited from it. Okay. Yeah, I'm just waiting for the next question. Yeah. PSIR strategy from Ishita, I'll ask her to do it. I have no idea about PSIR. So for CSAT, what should be our strategy? So CSAT this year had a much changed pattern, and बहुत लोगों को इससे problem भी हुई. But still, if you look at it, and अगर आप काम होके थोड़ा सा उसको देखो, मेरे हिसाब से अभी भी, and if I have to do it again, I would still rely on previous year questions. But I would say that now you cannot ignore maths and logical reasoning. So I would say that maths and logical reasoning is something that you need to focus on. Definitely, you cannot ignore maths and logical reasoning this time, because इससे बहुत questions आए थे, जैसे probability पे बहुत questions आए थे. तो मैं तो ये कहूँगा कि सारे PYQs कर लो, और PYQs में जो फॉर्मूले या जो टॉपिक्स पे क्वेश्चन आए हैं, जैसे प्रोबेबिलिटी या परम्यूटेशन कॉम्बिनेशन पे क्वेश्चंस आए हैं, आप इनके सारा कुछ समझ लोगे तो यू स्टिल कैन मैनेज दैट. ओके. How to prioritize main subjects backlog? If you have a backlog for mains, there is a very simple priority order. I would say first of all you need to focus on your optional, क्योंकि वो आपको सबसे ज़्यादा परेशान करेगा. उसके बाद you need to focus on ethics, which is also something, अगर आपको आता है, अगर आपको ये दोनों चीज़ें आती हैं तो your mains experience is going to be very very smooth, because ये चीज़ें सबसे ज़्यादा टाइम लेती हैं. Essay is something you do after your GS is done, and mains के जो specific subjects हैं, जैसे कि GS1 में subjects हैं society या वर्ल्ड हिस्ट्री, जो सिर्फ मेंस में आते हैं, वो एटलीस्ट एक बार पढ़ लेने चाहिए इन दिस ऑर्डर. सो फर्स्ट ऑप्शनल, सेकंड एथिक्स, देन GS1 के सब्जेक्ट्स, देन GS2 के सब्जेक्ट्स, देन GS3 के सब्जेक्ट्स, और उसके बाद टाइम बच जाए तो ऐसे. बाकी आप रिमेंबर दैट बिटवीन प्रीलिम्स एंड मेंस आल्सो देयर इज गोइंग टू बी टाइम ऑफ 3 months. तो इस टाइम पे भी आप काफ़ी कुछ पढ़ लोगे. बट हाँ, ऑप्शनल और एथिक्स अगर आप पहले कर लो, इट्स रियली गोइंग टू हेल्प यू. Okay, Ashutosh is saying, sir, I'm 23, given my first means this year. It was my third attempt. I've completed my MA and cleared UGC NET. I'm unsure about my future plan of action. Ashutosh, it would be very nice to wait for the means results, because that will tell you a lot. दूसरी चीज़ यार, मैं आपको ये कहूँगा कि the fact that you've cleared UGC NET means that you do have at least some career backup waiting for you. So that's a very very good thing. So because आपके पास एक career backup है, you can wait for that. And you can just wait for the mains results. I think 1 या 2 हफ्ते में मेंस के रिजल्ट्स आ जाने चाहिए, तो उसके बाद कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं होनी चाहिए. When to start current affairs preparation? I think current affairs एक ऐसी चीज़ है जिसमें monthly magazines are something that you need to do regularly, because मेरे हिसाब से तो monthly magazines were the best source. और दिस इज व्हाट आई वुड फॉलो इफ आई वर इन योर प्लेस. तो मंथली मैगजीन आप पढ़ते रहिए. जैसे नेक्स्ट ईयर अगर जून में प्रीलिम्स है या मई में प्रीलिम्स है, तो यू नीड टू फॉलो फ्रॉम दिस ईयर्स मई टू नेक्स्ट ईयर्स अप्रैल. एंड न्यूज़पेपर पे आई हैव ऑलरेडी टोल्ड यू, आई विल गेट इशिता ऑन दिस चैनल एंड आस्क हर टू मेक अ वीडियो विद मी. तो आप दोनों के पर्सपेक्टिव लेके यू कैन फिगर आउट व्हाट वुड वर्क बेस्ट फॉर यू. इज इट ओके टू गो विद GS फाउंडेशन कोर्सेज? So see, the thing with GS foundation courses are that no matter which GS foundation course you go to, they will not tell you everything you need to know, and none of them is going to be इतना खराब कि आपको कुछ समझना है. It is going to be somewhere in the middle, right? It's not going to be completely bad and it's not going to be completely off, right? So the thing with GS foundation courses is that you need to be prepared with the idea that only 60% of your syllabus is going to be prepared. ठीक है? 60% से ज़्यादा आपको GS का foundation course help नहीं करने वाला. If you're prepared with that mindset, then that's not going to be a problem. Then it's not going to be a problem. But खुद से भी manage हो सकता है. It's definitely not something that is necessary. Monthly magazine, मंथली मैगजीन आई वुड से आई हैव रेड विजन ओनली, तो मैं किसी और का नाम ले नहीं सकता, बट मैंने विजन IAS की पढ़ी है. Whether I would take any courses now, as per the civil services conduct rules, I'm not allowed to take any courses with any commercial coaching institutes. But so if I have to take a course, I'll have to quit. But I might do something on YouTube. I'm planning, and I'll let you know. A monthly magazine vision. Okay, there are too many questions. Very difficult to. Science and tech and environment. I will not. I can't teach this. I'm not going to teach it as a course. Like, it's not going to be a paid course again, because it's not allowed in the civil service conduct rules. But I will help as much as I can on YouTube. And just give me some time. Give me some time to plan. But I'll let you know. I'll let you know before January if I do have a plan. And hoga to I'll help you. Someone is saying, sir, nowadays my productivity is decreasing. Okay. So. देखो, productivity decreasing nowadays is, firstly, this is very normal since prelims is far and mains हो चुका है, and अभी this is not the time for you to, this is the time when आपका मन नहीं करता. But you remember, ये मैं आपको अभी बता देता हूँ कि देखो यार, जब Feb और March आ जाएगा, when Feb and March is here, everyone will start studying, everyone will start working hard, and everyone will start studying, because this is the time when you can see the prelims in front of you. तो Feb 1st से आप देख लेना, आपके जो फ्रेंड्स हैं who are not even that serious right now will get very serious and start studying really really hard. But ये जो टाइम है from November, और November तो is almost done now, to December to January, ये जो टाइम है ना, this is the one that's going to make or break your mains attempt. If you do well right now, you are going to do really well in the mains. I know इस टाइम पे पढ़ना मुश्किल है, एंड इस टाइम पे मैं आपको कुछ recommendations दूंगा. My premier recommendation is that you use the Forest app daily. Forest पे try clogging 8 hours. Forest कैसे यूज करते हैं, ये ऐप क्या है, ये ऐप आपको क्या करके देती है, ये सब मैंने इस पे I've already made a video. So do look at it and try to use Forest as much as you can, and try to get at least 8 hours right now, and focus on your optional. दूसरी चीज मैं ये कहूँगा कि कोई ना कोई एक टेस्ट करने का तरीका लगा लो, जैसे कि यू कैन गो फॉर सम और दी अदर ऑप्शनल टेस्ट सीरीज, और यू कैन गो फॉर थिंग्स लाइक कन्वर्ट IAS, और ऐसे और भी प्लेटफॉर्म्स होते हैं जो आपके टेस्ट चेक करके दे देते हैं. सो यू डोंट नीड अ टेस्ट सीरीज, आप उन्हें कोई भी टेस्ट लिख के दो, वो चेक करके दे देंगे. सो विद द ऑप्शनल और विद एनी अदर टेस्ट सीरीज, व्हाट यू नीड टू डू इज कि अभी आप एक टेस्ट सीरीज ले लो, ताकि you are in a certain, you have a certain plan, and if you have a certain plan and इस टाइम पे अगर आप टेस्ट सीरीज देते रहोगे, you will not waste your time, which is very very important. If you write, let's say, even 5 tests in the next month, right, or in the next 2 months till January 15, it will do wonders for you when you go to write your mains, right? What about the new pattern of prelims? देखो यार, अभी के लिए we'll talk about this in detail, but with the new pattern of prelims, मैं आपको एक चीज कह रहा हूँ, जैसे एक चीज जो मैं अभी से समझ पा रहा हूँ, what I think is important is that when you look at a question, when you're doing previous year questions, जैसे मान लीजिए पहले कोई previous year question आता है जिसमें ये 2 लाइंस लिखी हैं, and there is option 1, option 2 and option 3, and फिर यहाँ पर options होते थे कि okay, A 1 and 2, B 2 and 3, C only 3, D all of the above. तो अब जब हम ये questions attempt करें, it's better that with a book or some other piece of paper, you can hide this and just look at this part and try and solve, because अब वो आपसे absolute knowledge check कर रहे हैं, 1 pair, 2 pair, 3 pair, this is just a check of your absolute knowledge. So what you can do is you can hide this when you are attempting PYQs and try to attempt it like this, right? And this will also help when you're doing practice questions, जैसे आप लक्ष्मीकांत की बुक से कर रहे हो या आप किसी टेस्ट सीरीज से कर रहे हो, you can do this approach, and मेरे हिसाब से this will help you develop a lot more knowledge, because यहाँ आप option elimination use नहीं कर रहे. I think elimination is something जो हम सबको एक लेवल तक आ गई है, और नहीं आई है तो it's not something which is a rocket science, वो आप सीख ही जाओगे, but this will help you increase your knowledge a lot, right? I can read a comment that says, sir, please speak from a first attempt perspective. Okay, so first attempt, I promise this is going to be my next video. इसमें within the next 2 days I'll come up with something. If somebody has their first attempt in 2024, what are they supposed to do now? ठीक है, इस पे मैं बात करूंगा. But if I have to tell you something, I won't keep you waiting. I'll say that from January onwards, you have to focus on prelims. ओके तो अभी जनवरी एंड तक लाइक टिल द एंड ऑफ दिसंबर डू वॉट एवर यू आर लेफ्ट विद। ऐसा तो होगा नहीं कि आपका सब कुछ खत्म हो गया होगा, एंड अगर आपका ऑप्शनल बचा है तो डेफिनेटली इंश्योर कि आपका ऑप्शनल एक बार हो जाए, कंसोलिडेट हो जाए, तो यू गेट अ सर्टन आइडिया कि अच्छा है मेरा ऑप्शनल ये 3 नोटबुक्स हैं और इन 3 नोटबुक्स में सब कुछ है, मुझे यही पढ़ना है। एटलीस्ट वो कंसोलिडेशन हो जाए, बिकॉज ऑप्शनल इज समथिंग दैट इज गोइंग टू इरिटेट you till the very last minute. So if it's your first attempt, try till December to get your optional done, and from January don't think about anything else other than prelims. Okay, all right, so next question is, how did you get out of the cycle after failing means? This is a good question. So देखो, when I failed means, I tell you what happened. It was January 2022. Okay, I'll be very honest, मतलब मेरे means में first time में देखो marks आए थे 727, ठीक है, और उस टाइम पे कट ऑफ था 745. सो बाय 18 मार्क्स इन माय फर्स्ट अटेम्प्ट आई डिड नॉट गेट थ्रू मीन्स, ठीक है। फिर जब सेकेंड अटेम्प्ट हुआ, दिस हैपेंड इन जनवरी 2022, बिकॉज ऑफ कोविड थोड़ा डिले था, तो दिस वाज मीन्स 2021, और दूसरा मीन्स होना था सितंबर 2022 में, ठीक है। दिस वाज मीन्स ऑफ CSE 2022 जिसमें मैं सिलेक्ट हुआ। ओके अब जनवरी 2022 के एंड तक तो मैंने कुछ नहीं किया, बिकॉज जनवरी में ही मीन्स हुआ था, आई वाज टायर्ड, मीन्स देने के बाद वो होता है, देयर इज अ फटीग आल्सो, बट मेरा प्रीलिम्स क्लियर था और मुझे क्लियर था कि मैं प्रीलिम्स निकाल लूंगा। आई हैड इनफ कमांड ऑन माय GS स्पेशली प्रीलिम्स के लिए। तो व्हाट आई डिड वाज February and March आई स्पेंड दिस एंटायर टाइम फिनिशिंग माय ऑप्शनल, राइट। इस टाइम पर इन एंथ्रोपोलॉजी आई हैड स्कोर्ड 236, जो काफ़ी ख़राब स्कोर है मेरे हिसाब से। तो फरवरी और मार्च में मैंने सिर्फ ऑप्शनल पे मेहनत करी, राइट। एक्चुअली जो गलती लोग करते हैं मुझे लगता है मीन्स के बाद, वो यही है दैट आफ्टर योर मीन्स यू टेंड टू टेक अ ब्रेक, एंड आपको लगता है यार कि छोड़ो, मैं कोई बहुत ज़्यादा मेहनत नहीं करने वाला, अभी तो मीन्स देके आया हूँ, अभी तो टेंशन, वो दैट इज़ द प्रॉब्लम। सो मैंने यहाँ पर ऑप्शनल पे दम के मतलब आई put in a lot of effort for optional at this time, and when I gave the means this time, my score was 775 in the main, so I improved approximately 50 marks, and optional में 35 of those marks improved. I got 270, तो ये 35 marks का improvement यहाँ मेरे को लगता है मुझे मिल गया, and that was the fact, and that was I think the major factor that led me to clearing the means this time. So I would definitely say that this time, ये जो नवंबर दिसंबर जनवरी का टाइम है, अगर आप एक मीन्स दे चुके हो, वर्क वेरी हार्ड ऑन वॉट एवर यू थिंक इज योर वीकेस्ट एरिया इन द मीन्स। आपको पता है वहां पे क्या होता है, यू गॉट एन आइडिया, एंड दीज 3 months आर क्रिटिकल टू गेटिंग to ensuring that in 2024 you do very well in your means. Okay, all right. Sir, how to know whether you are on the right path or not during prep? I've already made a video about this. You can check it out. उसमें मैंने काफी बता रखा है. IPSIT. How to manage to refocus? It's been 2 months since May 2023 and it's been difficult to focus again. IPSIT, this is a very valid doubt. देखो मेंस के बाद मन नहीं करता पढ़ने का, but see, तुम्हें भी पता है यार कि देखो तुम you've written 7 papers, right? You've written the essay, you've written GS 1, 2, 3, 4, you've written optional 1 and 2, right? These are the marked papers. You look at these papers and I would ask कि तुम एक बार YouTube पे जाओ, YouTube कह रहा हूँ, UPSC की वेबसाइट पे जाओ, and you take out all of these papers, okay? तुम ये सारे papers निकाल के सारे questions दोबारा पढ़ो, तो you will know that there were at least 2 papers जिसमें तुमने बहुत अच्छा नहीं किया. So let's say you did not do well. I hope you've done well in everything, but खुद के assessment में let's say you've not done well in GS2 and you've not done well in optional paper 2. तुम्हें खुद पेपर देख के रियलाइज हो जाएगा कि हाँ यार इन 2 पेपर्स में मैंने अच्छा परफॉर्म नहीं किया. The only resistance you have is that you are not opening the question papers again. अब एक बार दोबारा क्वेश्चन पेपर खोलो and read whatever answers you wrote. Try to recall whatever answers you wrote when you recall the questions, right? तो तुम देखो अच्छा ये क्वेश्चन आया था, मैंने क्या लिखा था, and now when you're looking at it with a calm mind, तो तुम्हें बहुत चीजें समझ आएंगी कि यार ये चीज भी लिखी जा सकती थी, this was something I could have done better, but this is not something that I did, right? तो तब तुम्हें ऑटोमेटिकली लगेगा कि अच्छा ये 2 पेपर्स थे जो मेरे अच्छे नहीं हुए, तो उन नेक्स्ट 3 महीनों में फोकस ऑन दीज 2 पेपर्स which you didn't do well, and if you do well on these 2 papers till let's say January end, you are very well placed for next year, right? And तब तक रिजल्ट भी आ जाएगा, and anyway after you get the result, it will motivate you one way or another. It will either motivate you to study for the interview or it will motivate you to study for the means again. Someone is asking, is Akshat Jain sir's book enough for anthropology? No, it's not enough. It's just a consolidation book. आपको बहुत और books पढ़नी पड़ेंगी. Okay. ओके सो किसने पूछा है कि मैंने डिस्टेंस लर्निंग से अपनी ग्रेजुएशन करी है, विल इट अफेक्ट इन माई इंटरव्यू? नहीं, इट विल एब्सोल्युटली नॉट अफेक्ट इन योर इंटरव्यू. And again, I'm just clarifying that it's not necessary for you to be from an elite college to crack this exam. It is just you should know कि जिन लोगों से आप compete कर रहे हो, you do have to compete with people who are already in good colleges, जो एक exam शायद पहले life में निकाल चुके हैं. So they are already studying very hard, right? That is the only thing. You don't have to be from India's best colleges to get through this exam, but you are going to compete with people जो वहां से भी आ रहे हैं. Competition is tough. That's all I'm telling you. Advice on relationships during UPSC prep. I think this we'll handle on mental health and UPSC. I've already made a video on relationships and how I handled it, and इसके बारे में बात करूँगा. Ayush, yes, looks like that for now. Environment for 2024 prelims. For all the, why do you keep addressing yourself as Dr. Shivin and not as Shivin IRS? I just address myself as Dr. Shivin because that's what I'm used to. And Shivin IRS, I mean, I don't know. I think it's a feudal mindset to refer to yourself as Dr. Shivin IRS or anything and your service at the end of it. It's just a job ultimately. आइडली मुझे डॉक्टर भी नहीं बोलना चाहिए, मुझे सिर्फ शिवन बोलना चाहिए, बट आई थिंक वो अब थोड़ी हैबिट खराब हो गई है. Somebody saying I'm going to quit my job because I'm getting less than 3 hours a day to prepare. So see, that is of course something which is मतलब 3 hours a day तो थोड़ा कम है. Depends on your state of preparation, also depends on your financial status. But मैं आपको definitely ये बोलूँगा कि you will need at least 5 to 6 hours a day. So rather than quitting your job, try to find a job जहाँ पे आपको थोड़ा ज़्यादा time मिल जाए, because a job will give you a lot of mental stability. And if you prepare with a job, it's going to help you a lot. Is it possible to prepare essay and answer writing after prelims? Yes, 100%. आप कर सकते हो, not completely. मैं ये नहीं कहूँगा कि बिल्कुल 100% आप कर लोगे, तो at least optional और थोड़े बहुत answers आप लिख लो, तो I think that would be good. Is NCRT for art and culture okay? Yes, bilkul. Deep secrets. Hi Shivan, I hope you're doing good. Thank you for asking. I am doing good. Means के बारे में बता दो, करेंगे बात. अभी आपको क्या करना चाहिए, मैं आपको definitely ये बोलूँगा कि right now you should focus on the optional. I have made a video on mains notes also and how I prepared for them. मैं definitely आपको बोलूँगा कि अभी optional पे focus करो. Right? Is your environment course enough to prepare for pre along with current affairs? Yes, if you add 2024 current affairs, by the way, now the course is delisted, it's not selling anymore. History optional यार मेरे को पता नहीं है. How much means prepared do we have to be before pre? It would be great if your optional is done. I think if your optional is done, you are in the very right position. Optional done, I think would be best. इससे और ज़्यादा है तो बहुत अच्छा है, बट आई थिंक एटलीस्ट ऑप्शनल, एटलीस्ट इट नीड्स टू बी कंसोलिडेटेड. लाइक यू नीड टू हैव इट इन वन प्लेस. ये नहीं होना चाहिए कि मीन्स के बाद अभी पता ही नहीं है कि ऑप्शनल के इन टॉपिक्स में कहाँ से क्या पढ़ना है. सो इवन इफ इट्स कंसोलिडेटेड, दोस 3 months डू हेल्प यू अ लॉट. एंड प्री जैसे होगा, आई एम हियर, आई एम नॉट गोइंग एनीवेयर. प्री जैसे होगा, क्या होगा, वील बी हियर टुगेदर. बट ये चीज़ आप अभी कर सकते हो. इन द नेक्स्ट 2 months वर्क वेरी हार्ड ऑन योर ऑप्शनल. एंड आई एम टेलिंग यू दिस फॉर एवरीबडी हु इज वॉचिंग. इफ यू डू वेल इन द नेक्स्ट, let's say 70 days from November to December to January, अगर आपने in next 3 months में let's say regularly 55 hours per week पढ़ लिया और मेंस को टाइम दे दिया, and you're able to write 5 tests in this time, I'm giving you a guarantee that your main score will improve by 50 marks, and these 50 marks have a huge weightage. So please don't take this time lightly. I know this is it is a tendency now कि इस टाइम पे आप मेंस टेस्ट को आप छोड़ देते हो, बट आपका मन नहीं करता बिकॉज प्री दूर है. इस टाइम मन वैसे ही कि थोड़ा पार्टी कर लेते हैं, दिवाली आई है वगैरह वगैरह. बट दीज थिंग्स हैव अ ह्यूज वेटेज. नाउ एथिक्स की स्ट्रैटेजी के बारे में कोई पूछ रहा है, तो देखो यार, एथिक्स इज वन पेपर जिसमें मैंने अच्छे से स्कोर नहीं किया. आई थिंक दिस इज द मेन रीजन आई डिडंट गेट इनटू द फॉरेन सर्विस. बहुत ही कम मार्क्स आए हैं मेरे, लेट्स बी वेरी ऑनेस्ट. सो एथिक्स पे व्हाट आई एम गोइंग टू डू इज, देयर आर टू पीपल, देयर इज माय फ्रेंड Anirudh and my friend Anupriya. Both of these people have scored very well, and Anirudh is rank 8 and Anupriya is I think rank 150, I'm not sure, but she's in the IPS and Anirudh is in the IS. And I'll try to get both of these people on this channel and ask them to share their ethics strategy. Anirudh is I think also coming up with a strategy himself, so I'll ask him to come on this channel and share his strategy with ethics. So I think वो आपको best बता सकते हैं. The goal of this channel is not that I give you all the information that you need. The goal of this channel is that you get the clarity that you seek and you get it from the best people possible. One of the best things that happened with me going to Lavasana is that I came in contact with so many people who are extremely brilliant and who have worked very, very hard. So I'll get both of these people on and I'll ask them to make a strategy video on ethics. And इन दोनों के बहुत अच्छे marks हैं ethics में. I think 120 plus for both of them. So I'll just ask them to come on, and when they come on, they'll tell you about ethics and etc. Because मेरे उसमें कोई बहुत ज़्यादा अच्छे marks नहीं आए. Anirudh will also tell you about anthropology paper 2. He's got one of the best marks in anthropology this year. Okay, bring personal mentorship course of your own. Tejas, again, since I'm in the civil service, it's not allowed for me to take any paid courses, but yeah, I'm here to help as much as I can. How your life has changed after clearing UPSC? To be very honest, my life hasn't changed that much. I'm not trying to again demotivate you, but my life has not changed that much. Maybe because I don't know, maybe because I was anyway, I mean, I had a pretty happy life even before the exam. हाँ, अगर मैं अपने personal scope में बोलूँ तो yes, I'm much more relaxed in life now. I think पहले I was in a constant state of tension. I was always thinking about the exam, clear होगा, घर जाके क्या करना है वगैरह. I think mentally I'm relaxed more, but with the people around me, with my friends, my relatives, I constantly push them to not treat me any differently. And I think that's something they have done, and I'm very glad that they've done this, because I still think even after being in the civil service, I still think this is just a job like any other job. आपको ये job चाहिए, आप ये exam दो, job ले लो, but it's not something that should be glorified beyond a point. It is just a job. Do you know Dr. Mayur Asarika? Yes, I do know Mayur. He's a very good friend. Okay. सर मैं सब कुछ भूल गया आपके कोर्स का, तो थोड़ा रिवाइज कर लो यार. मतलब नॉट समथिंग दैट I have read main subjects once but not able to write answers at all. I get blank after seeing the questions. Okay, so this is a genuine concern. So what we'll do is we'll do some live answer writing videos, right, where I will write answers with you. What I'll do is I'll write answers with you. कोई ऐसा टॉपिक मैं आपको पहले ही ऑन टेलीग्राम I'll inform कि अच्छा यार कल हम ये 3 क्वेश्चंस लिखने वाले हैं या इन टॉपिक्स पे क्वेश्चन लिखने वाले हैं. फिर जब वो क्वेश्चंस आएंगे मैं आपके सामने, आप थोड़ा वो पढ़ के आना, and then live on YouTube what I'm going to do is I'm going to write an answer in front of you. जैसे यहाँ पे I'll put a UPSC sheet in this place, कैमरा हटा दूंगा और मैं अपने iPad पे ही आपको पूरा आंसर लिख के दिखाऊंगा कि मैं आंसर कैसे लिखता था. So that will help you a lot in understanding कि actually आंसर के टाइम पे क्या सोचना होता है. Because what happens is that we think about आंसर राइटिंग है समथिंग जो बहुत ही मेजर कोई चीज़ है कि हमें कुछ आउट ऑफ द बॉक्स बहुत बड़ी चीज़ करनी पड़ेगी, बट ऐसा है नहीं. वी हैव टू स्टे सिंपल, एंड ये चीज़ समझाने वाला कोई है नहीं. एक्चुअली मार्केट में एक फियर साइकोसिस जनरेट करना बहुत ज़रूरी है अबाउट आंसर राइटिंग, बिकॉज इफ यू डोंट हैव फियर यू विल नॉट फॉल इनटू द ट्रैप वेयर यू विल बी टोल्ड कि समथिंग स्पेशल नीड्स टू बी डन एंड देन देयर इज अ ह्यूज चेन आफ्टर दैट. तो ये फियर साइकोसिस खत्म करने के लिए आई विल डू सम लाइव आंसर राइटिंग वीडियोस. तो जितना फ्रॉम राइट नाउ व्हाट आई हैव अंडरस्टूड इज दैट वन, I have to make a video on first somebody who is taking a first attempt in 2024 what they should do. Second, what I have to do is I have to make a video on the next 6-month plan for prelims 2024. Third, I have to do some live answer writing videos. Fourth, I have to do a video on newspaper where I have to get Ishita on the channel, and I'll see what her perspective is. Then if right now if there are any other suggestions or something that you'd want me to address in the coming few weeks, तो आप मुझे अभी बता दो, because this is the best way for us to talk about it. Sir is living in ORN. Will it give a boost to my preparation? I've never lived in ORN, so I can't answer that, and I don't think aisa kuch hai. Ethics, yes, I have to make a video on ethics where I will try to get Anirudh and Anupriya on. Anything else? A strategy for 2025 is something I'm seeing in the chat. ये लिख लो, then I'll save this screen ताकि मैं बाद में I can ensure कि ये सब GS2 पढ़ा दूँ. GS2 की strategy I'll tell you definitely what I did and how it helps. Anthropology is something I can see. Okay, so anthropology paper 1 I've already addressed. Anthropology paper 2 I'll try to again get Anirudh here or somebody who has done it with anthropology. Rank 44 Tushar is also a very good friend who's also cleared with anthropology, so I'll get one of those people to do it. Then essay strategy is something I'm seeing. Again, we'll get somebody here who scored very well. I think rank 111 this year has 141 in the essay. Rajat, a very good friend of mine, so I'll also get him to talk to you about how he handled the essay. The good thing is that I do know a lot of people now, and सबकी कुछ ना कुछ चीज़ है जो बहुत brilliant रही है. So I'll get those people on ताकि आपको एक नए perspective मिल सके and you can get the best perspective about this. Productivity, yeah, this is something that I wanted to talk about anyway. इस टाइम पे वैसे भी सबकी प्रोडक्टिविटी लो है, तो प्रोडक्टिविटी पे this is a video I'll try to make as soon as possible, and there are some books that I've read about productivity. Some I'll try to answer some case studies about psychology that I've read from psychology and psychiatry too. So this is something that how you can boost your productivity in especially these days when you don't have something right in front of you. और कोई suggestions हैं तो you can write. Somebody's asking what was the common thing you saw in offices in Labasna. I think the one thing I saw was that all of them were very hardworking and disciplined. All of them, without doubt. Time management with college. Okay. Forest services. Okay, I'll try and get somebody here. Teach IR on YouTube, will try my best here, but I can't promise yet, but if I'm doing it I'll definitely. Okay, one video is about CSAT. Okay, I think abhi ke liye ye bahut hai. This is a lot of work for me also. I have to I'm trying to help people who are giving the interview this year as well. I'll also make a video on those people who will not be able to make it through mains. So mains result ke aaspas also I have to make some videos. So I think abhi ke liye kafi hai. All right, so this is fine. Let's focus on some next questions. Okay. PSIR 2. All right, understood. For main specific subject and topics, do we need to make separate notes and PYQ, or will VANS be enough with highlighted reading? OSS BIST, my recommendation would be that you do make notes of your own. Because देखो यार वैम तो सब लोग पढ़ते हैं, बट अगर आप नोट्स अपने खुद के बनाओगे they will at least help you organize things. I've also made a video on how to make mains notes efficiently, right? तो mains के notes efficiently कैसे बनाए जाते हैं and how it's all of that is handled. I'll make a video. I've already made a video on this and we can talk about this in detail. But I definitely think that you should make your own notes for mains. Strategy for prelims going ahead, I think that will be covered in the 6-month plan. अगर जो 6 months का plan है उसमें I'll tell you what to do and what not to. हाँ, अभी आपको means के लिए क्या करना चाहिए इस बार, this is an important thing, ये मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ. You need to focus on the optional. अगर optional हो गया है तो I would say focus on ethics. At least ये 2 papers आप खत्म करके जाओ. If you're done with these 2 papers, you would be very, very comfortable once you clear your prelims. I haven't read Lavanya's notes, so I can't comment on that. I've only read from Atish Mathur sir's note for GS2, and I think they're pretty good. Notes for environment and S&T in GS3. So what I'll do is, जो मैंने last year science and tech और environment पढ़ाया था, उसके notes मैं आप लोगों को सबको दे दूंगा. I can't give you the lectures obviously, but I'll give you all the notes for free. That's completely fine. You can use them and you can supplement them with this year's current affairs. That's completely okay. So a breakup during preparation is extremely difficult to cope with. Coping mechanism, extremely exhausting mentally. Ankit, I'm sorry to hear about that. And I did make a video on this on mental health in YouTube. But see, the thing here is that ultimately at this age, you have to realize that your career is more important, right? So whatever coping mechanism you want to follow, that's something that's personal. And I've already talked about it on my video on mental health in UPSC, but I would definitely say that do remember that your career comes first, right? And if you give any more time to that person, अपने career से हटा के you're giving more time to that person, you're just validating them even more. मतलब आप already the breakup has happened and you're making it worse for yourself by giving them more time. Somebody is asking, Fahimuddin is asking, 55 hours quality time, please explain. Okay, so I'll explain what 55 hours of study per week means. तो देखो जो फॉरेस्ट ऐप है उस पे ऊपर ऑलरेडी एक वीडियो है, अगर आप सर्च करोगे तो आपको पता चल जाएगा. फॉरेस्ट ऐप में क्या है कि अगर आप वीडियो चलाते हो, राइट, एंड इन द वीडियो if you turn the app on, right, if you there's an app like this and if you turn the app on, what happens is like यहाँ पे timer है and यहाँ पे there's a photo of a tree. So let's say you turn the timer on, it will not let you open any other app. आप कोई भी और ऐप अपने फोन पे ओपन नहीं कर पाओगे. जैसे ही आप ओपन करोगे ये टाइमर रुक जाएगा. तो अगर आप फॉरेस्ट ऐप चला रहे हो एंड यू टर्न द टाइमर ऑन योर फोन, आप उसको ऑन कर लेते हो, उसके बाद वो कोई और ऐप आपको खोलने नहीं देगा. यू कीप दैट phone down and then you start studying. The moment you want to get up from your table, आपका first reaction होता है कि अपना फोन उठाओ, दोबारा फोन उठाओ, वो टाइमर बंद कर दो. This whatever time is now recorded, let's say you studied for 40 minutes, this is the time you count, and ऐसे करके आपको 55 hours निकालने हैं per week. So it has to be quality time. Did you meet anyone who cracked the exam while working? Yes, I met a lot of people who had cracked the exam while working. Some of them were in the state services. Some of them were working in private organizations. ऐसे बहुत लोग हैं. Okay, I look weak. Okay, I don't think so. I think I've slimmed down a little bit. But I don't think I look weak, but all right. No, you're not too late. Sai, you're very welcome. Test series join करनी चाहिए. See, the fact is that you will not gain a lot from the evaluation. That's for sure. Evaluation से आपको कोई बहुत ज़्यादा फायदा नहीं होगा, but you will gain a lot from the discipline of test series. That is something that we generally don't get by ourselves. So yeah, so both of those things, अब वो दोनों चीज़ें, it's something that it's in between both of those. So I would say that yeah, if you do join it, you will definitely get an advantage in terms of the fact that you will get a discipline, और आप वो discipline को follow कर पाओगे. That will help you a lot. I admire your work in your channel. Thank you. Sir, is PT65 enough for pre? I don't think now it is. मतलब अभी आपके पास टाइम है तो why don't you go for monthly magazines यार? What we can do is this is just an idea and you can suggest. आप yes या no लिख सकते हो. देखो अगर मैं देखूँ तो कितनी monthly magazines होंगी? There will be monthly magazines for May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, Jan, Feb, March, April. April वाली तो शायद आएगी नहीं in time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, that's 8 and 4. So 12 monthly magazines that you have to cover, maybe 11. So these are what, 11 videos, right? So I can try and do this, that in 11 videos I can cover all of these monthly magazines for you. I can extract the most important topics, I can make a PDF and I can send these to you. And मैं आपके साथ YouTube पे cover कर दूंगा. Do tell me if this is something that you think will help. So maybe it will help me also consolidate everything in one place. And you can tell me if this is something that you need. If yes, you can just write in the chat, and this is something I can do. 11 videos, not too much. Will help you, at least cover your current affairs a lot. Okay, yeah, 100%. I've seen a lot of yeses already, so it's something that I'll do. Yeah, I'll do it. No problem. 11 videos is not too much. I think एक monthly magazine cover करने में मुझे 2-2.5 घंटे लगेंगे. So I'll make a video on that monthly magazine, research every issue, extract the best thing, and right. I have state PCS in Jan and UPSC pre in June. How to manage both? Pick the one that's more important to you, Shyam. Both cannot be managed. Both will be a difficult thing to manage. So pick the one that's more important to you and give it more priority. I have only read newspaper since 2 months and seems as if I wasted a lot of time. Newspaper वाले वीडियो में इस बारे में डिटेल में बात करते हैं. I would still say I would not read the newspaper if I have to give the attempt again. Maybe I'd read the editorials, but देखते हैं, we'll see. How do we think about backup? So this is just my opinion. You can pick for yourself, but my opinion is that if you have given 2 serious attempts, and अगर आपने 2 serious attempt दे दिए, then you definitely need to have a backup plan. And this is not a plan B, this is a backup. This is something that's always available to you. 2 serious attempts. After that, definitely you should go for it. Current affairs अगर अभी तक monthly नहीं कर पाए तो मैं करवा रहा हूँ ना यार. अगर इस चीज़ में प्रॉब्लम है तो whatever is problematic I'll help you with. So don't worry about that. Forest group I'll try to reactivate. Don't worry. How to read magazine with prelims and mains perspective. I'll read it live on YouTube and show you what all has to be extracted and what all has to be done. So once I start doing it, you will realize that it's something that can be managed easily. Right? तो मैं आपको करके दिखा दूंगा. Prelims crash courses. Generally, they are not a very good idea, to be honest. अगर कोई 1-2 सब्जेक्ट के हैं जो इन सब्जेक्ट्स में आप वीक हो, then you can go for it. But वो जो पूरे सारे सब्जेक्ट्स रिवाइज करने गए उसमें एक अच्छी चीज़ होती है यार कि शेड्यूल वो आपको दे देते हैं, बट दैट शेड्यूल इज़ वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू फॉलो फ्रॉम व्हाट आई हैव सीन. एंड मैंने अभी तक किसी से पॉजिटिव रिव्यू सुना नहीं है. कोई 1-2 सब्जेक्ट का है कि हाँ लेट्स से यू आर स्ट्रगलिंग, लेट्स से इन एंशिएंट हिस्ट्री एंड समबडी इज हेल्पिंग यू विद एंशिएंट हिस्ट्री, दैट्स फाइन. बट अदर देन दैट, इन माय ओपिनियन, प्रीलिम्स क्रैश कोर्सेज आर नॉट समथिंग you need to focus on. Vishal is asking how to prepare for interview. Buddy, till you don't get the mains result, don't prepare for it. एक्चुअली 2-3 महीने से ज़्यादा की प्रिपरेशन नहीं है, बट हाँ मैंने बहुत अच्छे से प्रिपेयर किया था इंटरव्यू में. माई स्कोर वॉज ऑल्सो डिसेंट. सो आई विल हेल्प exactly with how exactly I'll tell you how I've done it and what all things need to be done for the interview. I'll talk about all of that, but just wait for the results to come out. GS3 strategy I've already uploaded, so you can see that. Shrishti is asking mapping. Okay, we'll make a video for mapping also. Can you teach economy for 2024? Very difficult, but we'll have to think about it. Shubham, my courses are now delisted since they're not allowed as per the civil service conduct rules. Any comment on GS4? मैं कुछ नहीं बोलूँगा, मेरे मार्क्स कम आए हैं तो जो whatever गलती मैंने करी है वो आप ना करो. I'll get 2 officers here, 1 IAS and 1 IPS. They'll talk about this and आप उनकी बात सुनना and follow what they've done. They've scored really well. This I'll do as soon as possible. They're very good friends. I'm sure they'll oblige. Mapping बिल्कुल मैं करवा सकता हूँ. Online coachings are very helpful, and there's, I don't think there's any difference between offline and offline. There, I would say that online coachings are just as helpful as offline coachings are, because मैंने सिर्फ online coaching ही ली है. Right. Economy. So this is okay. This also I should write. Economy को लेके सबको बहुत problem है, and I can understand why. वो जो एक notes सब follow करते हैं, they have not remained relevant. So this is something I need to find an answer to, and I will. जब तक आपको ज़रूरत होगी तब तक मैं इकोनॉमी का आंसर ढूंढ लूँगा. I'll find something for you, don't worry. Anthropology notes I will share, no worries, it's not a problem. मैपिंग की बात हो चुकी है. मैप मैं कर दूंगा, डेफिनेटली मैपिंग मैं करवा दूंगा. इस कोचिंग मस्ट और नॉट? नो इट्स नॉट, बट आई थिंक टेस्ट सीरीज आर इम्पॉर्टेंट एट वन पॉइंट, एंड ऑप्शनल के लिए एटलीस्ट समथिंग you need to do. Were you working? Yeah, I was. When I was preparing, I was doing a part-time job actually. I used to work only 2 to 3 hours a day. I was working in a hospital as in the field of medical tourism. Writing speed. जब मैं live answer writing वाली videos करूँगा, ये वाली, when we'll do these videos, then I'll tell you how your speed for answer writing can also be. So is an academy sufficient for online coaching? I can't make any comment. I've never been a student, so I can't say. Mental health channel pe live interaction. Okay, that's something that I agree to. So this I'll write also. We'll do a live session on mental health also, where I will just deal with these private issues. जो उसमें फिर हम प्रेपरेशन या स्ट्रैटेजी की कोई बात नहीं करेंगे. We'll just talk about these issues that affect mental health. This is number 12. Okay. वर्ल्ड हिस्ट्री नोट्स या समथिंग दैट्स लैकिंग, मैं बहुत टाइम से नहीं करे हैं अपलोड, मेरे पास पढ़े हैं, मैं कर दूंगा, डोंट वरी, आई विल डू इट विद इन द वीक. वर्ल्ड हिस्ट्री नोट्स फॉर श्योर विद इन द वीक, आई विल डू इट विद इन द वीक. अब मैं आई एम बैक होम, देयर राइट हियर, यहीं पढ़े मेरे सामने, मैं आई विल डू इट. Sir, can I have your iSmart course? I've seen the demo video, it helped me a lot. I'm sorry Gaurav, it's now delisted, not allowed as per the civil service rules, but I can help you in the live answer writing videos. जो चीज़ें थी ना, मैं आपको तब समझा दूंगा. Comments on QEP, I've already done that in a coaching review video, आप वो देख सकते हो. Post independence के notes, okay, there's something also that I have to upload, so we'll do this too, don't worry. Okay, all right. Study with you videos is not something I'll ever make, and please don't follow that. Science and technology and environment, इसका whatever help I can give you, notes तो मैं आपको दे ही दूंगा. I am thinking about something, just give me some time, जब वो finalize हो जाएगा मैं तभी announce करूंगा, नहीं तो hopes इंक्रीज हो जाती हैं. बट जिस बुक का नाम कमेंट्स में लिया जा रहा है वो बुक नहीं पढ़नी है, बिल्कुल भी नहीं पढ़नी है. ओके, ऑल राइट, आई थिंक आई हैव आंसर्ड मोस्ट ऑफ द थिंग्स दैट आई कुड. सो विल स्टॉप दिस वीडियो फॉर नाउ. आई हैव अ लिस्ट ऑफ वीडियोज दैट आई हैव टू मेक नेक्स्ट, सो आई विल फॉलो दीज. ये सारी वीडियोज आई विल ट्राई टू गेट देम अप in the next 20 days. I think every alternate day or one day after that I'll try to make all of these videos, also depends on the schedule of these people, because these people are currently on their trainings also. तो जब ये लोग free होंगे तो इनके schedule पे भी depend करता है, but I'll try to get all of this across. So thank you firstly for being here. बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है after, you know, I've been here after 3 months. So it's a very good experience to be back here, and I will continue to be here. And I'm going to continue to be here at least for everyone for the 2024 attempt. I have enough time now on my hands, so it's not going to be a problem. And these will be the next videos, and I'll also, what I'll do is that I'll ensure that at least week mein ek baar, like I'll ensure that at least once a week we are able to you know, come for a live session, because I think this helps a lot. I am also able to get a lot of feedback from you, and you are also able to ask your questions. Of course I cannot answer all the questions, वो बहुत ज़्यादा chat बहुत ज़्यादा जल्दी चलती है, तो मेरे लिए आंसर करना बहुत मुश्किल है. But what I'll do is that once a week I'll come on YouTube and I'll do a live session, and then I have a list of videos that I have to make thanks to you. So we'll do this, and this is it for now. Thank you for being here. It's very nice to be with you, very nice to interact with you, and we'll see each other very, very soon. Bye bye and have a good night. See you.